Everyone, good morning. Hope you all are doing well. Yes, my name is Vibha and today I will be your sergeant in arms for the meeting number 133. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to this meeting, Whitefield Toastmasters, a place where leaders are made, voices are strengthened, and confidence is cultivated through speech at a time. Before we begin, let me quickly walk through a few housekeeping rules to ensure a smooth and respectful experience for everyone. So there are a couple of guidelines which we need to follow. First, please keep your mobile phone on silent and vibration mode. I am giving you 5 seconds to do so. 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope it's done. And the second thing, if you need to move out during this meeting, kindly do so quietly in between when the applauses is being made. Toastmaster is the safe, inclusive and respectful space for all members and guests to learn and grow. We encourage everyone coming into the stage and refrain from making any offensive jokes and remarks about the opposite gender and individual of the group. So let's maintain the spirit of mutual respect and encouragement. A few additional reminders: please avoid speaking on topics related to sex, religion and politics. When the this meeting is being recorded, if you do not wish to be on camera, please let us know. We will pause the recording during your part. Water bottles are also there. If you need, you can have this. There is a water bottle kept there, and the washroom is around the right side. You have to take the U-turn and then use it. And now it's time to hand over the stage to the person who is there leading this Whitefield Toastmaster. I can say she is the backbone of this Whitefield Toastmaster, and I will just please put your hands together and help me welcome Toastmaster Nivi.
Thank you. A very good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
So before we go ahead, I will open our meeting number 133. This morning when I woke up, I found my mum and aunt sitting and giggling in the living room. So I was like, okay, what is there to laugh? And I am in a terrible mood first thing in the morning unless and until I've had my cup of black coffee. And seeing them sitting and giggling and talking just made me more irritated. So I went and I asked them, what are you guys giggling about? What is so great about a Sunday morning as early as 7 in the morning? So my mom showed me her phone. It was a photo of me back in class 11 I think. And I was a total tomboy at that point. During my schooling, my college days, I was a total tomboy. So you can imagine baggy sweatshirt and baggy jeans. That was me. But this particular photo is one of my most hated photos because it was every college back in the day had personality contests. So my college was called Royal College. I was called Miss Royal, Mr. Royal, and it was a very prestigious thing. Now the photo is of me standing with a sash that says Miss Royal. And I want to take you guys through a journey as to how I became a Miss Royal. Did I think I would be becoming Miss Royal when I decided to go for the selection rounds? Not at all. The only reason that I went for it was so that I could bunk my class and have a valid excuse. So I bunked my class, went for a selection round, just filled in my name and class randomly and submitted it. And to my surprise, the next day, they put down the list of whoever's gotten onto the next round. And my name was there. Usually, people from junior college, that is 11th and 12th in Mumbai, they don't even participate for these contests because it's a senior college. The undergrad students who usually go for this and win the contest. The second day, okay, you're a semi-finalist and there's going to be a semi-final selection round. that day. I said, okay, great. What time? Maths. During the math lecture, I'd be out of class. Amazing. So I did not think about anything. I went for the semi-finals. Did I prepare for it? No. But then when I went for it, I felt like, okay, I should put my best foot forward. I did not expect to be here, but let me put my best foot forward. And I actually made the effort to figure out what are the different rounds in the semi-final round. And I went prepared. And I was very happy thinking, okay, that is done. I was out of maths lecture, happy. A week later is when they would announce the finalist chart. And lo and behold, my name's there on the chart. And I was the only student from junior college to be there amongst the finalists. Every other finalist was from senior college, final year, undergrad. I was like, oh my God, what do I do now? So I tried to go and talk to the teacher who was responsible for running the contest. I said, I will have to step back. I'm not keeping well. So she's like, the contest is 2 weeks from now. How are you not keeping well right away? And it's during the holidays, just when the holidays are starting. I was in a state of panic. What on earth do I do? What did I get myself into? Now, if I would have gone home and told my parents about it, I would get a good thrashing. Because I come from that typical Mallu Catholic Orthodox household who think that beauty pageants or personality pageants are not for kids from a good family. So the day before the contest, I eventually sat down and told my parents, there's something I need to tell you, but don't freak out. And I told them, as I had thought, I heard a bunch of things from my father, mother, everybody possible. And I said, well, I have one request. I will have to be wearing some sort of a dress or sari. So is it possible for you to drop me to college? My father said, well, you got yourself into it. You get yourself through it. I don't care how. But in the morning, I begged and pleaded my father, and he said, okay, he'll drop me to college. I went to class, caught hold of my 2 best friends, and I said, well, there is supposed to be a talent round, and I do not know what I'm supposed to be doing. I somehow got through all of these different layers of quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now what do I do? And there's a GQ round as well. I do not know what do I do. They said, well, just go and perform something, do something. Who is going to remember? Any which ways you're not going to win. People will forget about whoever's participated. They will only remember the people who won. So with that confidence that my friends gave me, I went ahead, participated in the contest. I do not remember anything throughout the contest. I only remember walking up to the stage amongst a lot of booing. The reason being, I was someone from junior college, and all of the audience there were fans of these gorgeous ladies who were there against me, competing against me. So it did not matter that I did not want to be there, but I was there. And at the time when they announced the results, I thought, okay, maybe I spoke well enough to get a second runner-up. Second runner-up was announced. I said, okay, this is very humiliating. I better get off the stage. And I'm just standing at the edge of the stage, just moving from one foot to the other and wondering, what do I do? And then they announced the winner. I did not move from where I was because I had totally blanked out. And then my teacher and lecturers and other professors started calling out my name, and that's how I walked to the center of stage to be crowned and for the sash to go on. That taught me one valuable lesson, that you better be ready for whenever you get a chance. Did I believe in myself that I would win it? No. I only wanted to do my best. Whatever it was, whether it was a semi-final round, whether it was a final round, I was petrified. But despite that, I went ahead. So when the opportunity knocks, make sure that you're ready and that you're prepared, because you never know when the opportunity comes your way. That year was one of the best years of my college life, because as Miss Royal, you have the privileges to so many things, so many extracurricular activities, because of which I got to bunk classes. So, all of you are here today. You've taken a step forward. Perhaps you are petrified of being here in this room. Perhaps you're petrified about public speaking. Perhaps you're scared about taking up certain leadership roles. But still, you show up here on a Sunday morning, week after week. And I think each of you deserve a round of applause for being here. Do we have any guests in the room? Yes. Could you go ahead and quickly introduce yourself, your name, what do you do, how did you hear about us, and what brings you here?
Can I come?
Yes, you can come here, no problem.
First of all, okay, this is my first class salon.
Yeah, you can put this on.
Okay.
Or you can just hold it.
Yeah. Myself Pushpa Kumar. Okay, this is the first class which I am attending now. I am working. I have 19 years of experience, and I am working as a supply chain manager in one of the MNC companies. Just I want to speak out in public. Okay, that's why only I came here Bangalore 3 years back. Now I came to know that where I am lack in terms of speaking in front of others. Just I want to learn that how to speak in front of everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Any other guests? You can come here. Just hold on to this.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Muthu Kumar. I work for a tech company in Bangalore. I work in the tax team. So I want to improve my public speaking skills. I've been wanting to join Toastmasters for a long time. So I've taken this step now, and hopefully I'll join very soon.
Thank you. Yes.
Hey, hi everyone. I am Rajdeep. I work at Google. So I was looking out for some club where I can practice the communication. So I found the Toastmaster page on Google. So then I came here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. And I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our beloved area director, Toastmaster Mallikarjun, in the room. You can come take a seat. We now move on to the next segment, which is where the Toastmaster of the day tells us and explains what all we have in store today during our meeting. Our Toastmaster of the day today is certainly a towering figure of Whitefield Toastmasters. From the time I've known him, he's been so helpful and always has been involved, whether taking up an associate role in the committee. I met him when he was the Vice President Education of the previous club that he was a part of. And as a part of our current club, current committee, he is there as in the VPPR group. He's always there whenever we need any help. And please put your hands together to welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kevin George.
Have you guys ever bought a furniture from IKEA recently? From IKEA.
IKEA.
You just go there and come back.
I might to jump around so I can complete my steps.
Yeah. Do you eat something from there? It's not famous for eating, that's why I just asked you. But if someone has bought some furniture from IKEA, I mean, IKEA use a lot of marketing strategies. One of them is build your furniture by yourself, right? So how do you build the furniture? Like some common normal furnitures are easy to make. Like for example, if it's a chair, you know how the chair looks. Or maybe much more easier furniture would be table. Table has 4 legs, so you just need to screw it up and it's over, right?
Screw it up.
Yeah. But it's imagine if it's a cupboard. Okay, so how do you assemble it? What makes it easier for you to assemble?
The instructions.
Instructions, right? So if a cupboard has an instruction manual to be read, don't you think your mind will be having something similar? The reason why I say this, okay, I'd like to put it like a question. So, how many of you feel like you're just wandering in your life? Like you're not going to a certain direction and you're just, doing things whatever life throws at you. How many of you feel like that? No, you can't say everyone. Some people have certain objectives in life. Yes?
Somebody else.
Somebody else. Okay. If you don't mind, can you share what is the thing that, like, for an example, like, what is being thrown at you by life?
So, for example, that when we started our career, right, we were having something thoughts that, okay, I'm going to go that path and all, right. As the experience grown up throughout the life, right, we came to know, now this is coming to me, I have to face it and then go through it, right. So, some of this, like the parental part, right, which is not true, right, but again, we have to be aware and take that, okay, and in that, something which is thrown like, hey, somebody is saying, okay, now do this thing because you have your parents. I said, it's okay, I'm doing it, whatever it is, right? But it is like something from some side, some other way or around. It is like thrown like, okay, now you have to be. For example, one more example is like leadership, right? I feel like I'm more technical rather going to leadership group, right? But since now you have to know, no other option you have.
Okay.
I feel like that's a thrown on me.
Yeah. A very interesting thought. I think it's a common thought as well, what people might be having, especially in India. I mean, getting married is like it's one of the objective of an Indian. So, and then having kids, then having the kids going to school. See, everything is thrown at you, right? You're not really, probably willing to do that in person. Sometimes I'm saying, some people want to get married and they want to lead a life. It depends. And the other example you said, to take a leadership role. Again in India, I think it is a little difficult because once you take a leadership role, they'll make sure every burden is thrown on your head. So people are not willing to take that role for some reason. Thank you for putting that. Anyone else wants to share a situation where life is throwing something at you, even though you don't like it, and you're just continuing with it? Anyone can say it's okay. It's only yes. Okay, I'm very, I'm thinking why no one is coming up with this thought of, Akshay,
I believe everyone has something to share, but sometimes people feel little off when they are sharing their vulnerability in the open forum. But the thing is actually, according to me, whatever I am facing these days, it is definitely related to leadership. And not that I don't want to do that, but yes, definitely leadership is not something which you can learn overnight. It comes with time, changes the personality, and there has to be a fair share of chaos as well. So either I have to accept it, the chaos part as well, or and if I am not willing to accept that, then the brighter side I won't reach. So that is my thing actually, for the fair share of chaos and things which are getting on my way.
Okay. But personally, do you think that you can be a good leader?
Yes, I do think so.
Yeah, even I feel so. So, all right. Thank you for that thought, Akshay. Yeah, yes.
Parenting, being a parent, you are never prepared, and if you have 2 kids, God bless you. Because they will throw the most weirdest tantrums, and no matter what you do, how hard you try, you always keep wondering, okay, am I a good parent? What am I doing wrong? What could I do better? I think that is one area as parents most of us feel that
Absolutely.
we're thrown and struggling.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you. I mean, parenting is a skill. which everyone won't have. I completely agree. Yes, one final thought. Yeah.
One thought is on the career in India. So everyone, almost all parents will put you in science or technology. If you want to be an artist or you want to be a dancer or whatever you want, no, you have to be in science and technology. Then only you are the brightest, you are the respected, right? Which is not there in maybe developed countries. You can choose your passion as your career.
Right.
That's something I feel everybody resonates that it's thrown at us. It's expected that we will only go in science and technology or some very best colleges or something, not for the other talent fields.
True.
How many take up career in history today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so these kind of things.
Absolutely, completely agree with you. That is also another major concern in India. I think the root cause is probably because your parents wants to see you somewhere settled.
Yes.
And we probably as a society, we are not financially there, but things have changed a lot now. People are taking up a lot of, we can ask Gen Zs whatever. We don't have any Gen Zs here, right?
We do.
Oh yeah, Aman, I'll come to you. I'll come to you in the next part of the session. So, but yeah, I mean, Gen Zs definitely have a lot of ideas or different ambitions than what we had. Okay, now one thing that I noticed that no one talked about, a particular thing that life is throwing at you most of the time. I'm so happy that most of you are busy in your life and got some things of value to do in your life. Are there no one who's addicted to Instagram Reels here?
I think people don't want to admit.
Don't want to admit. Okay.
The thing is, I'll admit it, I delete it at least 2 times a week.
Okay.
It happens.
Yes.
FOMO.
So, I would like to start the session with the Instagram Reel addiction. So, the question now is, are you a family person or you're a bathroom person? Because recently... Recently I saw a reel where a lady is like celebrating her husband's birthday. So she decorated his bathroom. Because that's where he spends most of his time, right? And he was also very happy. He went and sat on the commode. Commode is decorated so well. So the question is, why are we spending so much on the interiors in your living room when the bathroom should be decorated more? So just see how the way Instagram operates, right? All the time it shows the worst algorithm, which your mind definitely wants. But it keeps putting that on you and you keep watching it. It's just a dopamine rush. So just imagine what could be the reason that in between your work you have a tendency of checking your Instagram. Are you guys having the same tendency? Because I do have. Yes. So what is the reason for it? The reason is very clear. The job that you do is so boring. Or maybe your life is so boring. You need some kind of dopamine rush. So this is why I said you need a manual in your life that is for your mind. You need to read your mind's manual. Because the more you understand your mind, the less tendencies you have to get into addictions. So you have to keep your mind occupied and make the best utilization of it. So without any further ado, I would like to now call upon my team. So I would like to start with the timer. So to the guest who has joined today's meeting, just to give you an idea, so I'm the TMoD for the meeting, and then I have a tag team, which is a timer, arc counter, and the grammarian. So I'll call upon each person so that they'll explain to you about their roles. So the timer for today is someone who feels free to make or recommend changes. After completing his master's from IIT Mumbai, he has worked in multiple MNCs. He made a decision to be in the driver's seat of his professional journey. He stepped out of his comfort zone when he joined AI chip startup as senior staff engineer and joined Toastmasters 2 months back. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Abhishek. Yeah. You can even hold it. It's fine.
Okay, so good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, how many of you know this fictional character from Avengers, Doctor Strange? So, for those who don't know, he's the timekeeper. He has this magical stone, time stone, which can control time. I'm your timekeeper today. I don't have that magical stone, but I have these magic cards, yellow, green, and red, which can control the time of your speech for today. So, as a timer, I'll time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and the evaluations. I'll also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red card. So we denote specific times remaining. Table topics, speakers should limit their remarks to no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Those giving speeches should limit their remarks to specific speech times. Icebreaker speech should be 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I'll raise green card. At 5 minutes, I'll raise yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Most other speeches should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 6 minutes, the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, the red card. And individual evaluations should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise green card. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, the yellow card. And 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. At the end of the session, I'll present my timing report. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek. So as how he explained, so for me, for today's theme, I would like to connect his role as a traffic signal. So whenever he shows you those cards, just make sure you plan your speech accordingly. Now I would like to call upon the engine tuner. She's the one who will be making sure the R's and ums that is coming out of your engines are reduced and your speech will have more flow. She is a banker by profession, passionate about food, travel, books, fitness and cooking. But her favorite role is mom to a precious teenager. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Praveena.
Hello everyone, as your R-counter, I am here to help you steer your speech away from verbal potholes. I'll be listening intently, which is very, very tough for me because I hardly listen to any of the R's and ums from our TMoD and the PO. So I'll try to listen intently for the next hour or so for any ums and other linguistic bumps and present my report towards the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena. I would like to now call upon the person who is responsible, who is more like a signboard in your road. So what is the use of signboards? Signboards will show you the right way, right? Which way to go, which way you should not go, where there are going to be bumps, etc. So this role taker, who's a grammarian, is going to do the same thing here. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Prannoy. And Toastmaster Prannoy, since you have not sent me an introduction, probably you have sent me?
In the morning, sir.
then it's my bad. But anyways, you can say something about a life goal that you would like to achieve and how you're trying to achieve it. And then continue with your introduction.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As Kevin said, life goal that I would like to achieve, at least currently, my aim is to be a very good fluent speaker. That's why I joined Toastmaster. And at least in next maybe 6 months, I can do few of the levels in the pathways. Anyway, coming back to my role as a grammarian, my role is to listen attentively to everything that is said during the meeting, not to judge, but to help us become more mindful of our language. I'll be noting effective word choices, powerful expressions, as well as opportunities for growth in grammar and improvements. In the spirit of the driver's seat, let's accelerate our language speaking skills while keeping in control of our vocabulary and grammar. Right? And also the word of the day today, we have a word of the day for every meeting. It's eloquent. It's an adjective. It means fluent or persuasive in speaking and or writing. Right? So we can use it such as her eloquent speech moved the audience. Right? Something like that. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day today, and I'll be keeping a note and counting and doing everything related to grammar and observations, and I'll be presenting my report at the end of the meeting. Okay.
Can you just repeat the word?
Eloquent, E-L-O-Q-E-N-T. Eloquent also I can say. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pranay. Before I go to the next segment, which is any guesses? Prepared speech. I would like to ask, any one of you, if you can say, how do you enjoy your weekends? What do you commonly do in your weekends?
I like to go outside. Whenever there is a weekend, I like to go outside.
You just will be traveling. So yesterday you were traveling?
No.
I'm just asking. Okay, so fine.
Not yesterday, but
Most of the times, yeah. That's a very good thing to do. Any other thing?
Go for the cricket match.
Go for a cricket match on the weekends. Excellent.
Cricket and Toastmasters.
Toastmasters, okay. Fine. Any more genuine replies? Okay.
I love to sleep.
You love to sleep? Yeah, very genuine.
Pending chores.
Pending chores. Okay, yeah, that is also a good thing to do.
As you mentioned earlier, life is thrown at us or something. Like taking the kids to a badminton class,
Ooh.
finishing all our chores at home, polishing the shoes, doing all everything at home, finishing school work for the kid or whatever is left out.
But do you enjoy doing that?
It's thrown at us.
It's thrown at us. That means maybe you're not enjoying it so much. Okay, got it. Yeah, all right. Good to know that all of you are utilizing your weekends effectively. That's how it should be. Because if you are sitting in your weekday and you're sitting in front of your laptop, waiting for that Friday to happen, that Friday night to happen, that means you're not. I hope you are thinking in a right manner, like provided you're utilizing your weekends properly. Because if you have a life goal to be achieved, you should never think of Fridays in such a manner that, okay, let Friday happen, I will buy some alcohol, I'll start drinking, then Monday morning I'll wake up and go to office. That should not be your life's objective, is what I'm trying to say. Who all wants to be healthy here? Everyone wants to be healthy. But you still, you need to drink, you need to buy the junk food and you need to drink some alcohol. So this is why I said you should find out your mind's manual, because it is not in my hands or it's not in ChatGPT. You have to find it on your own. Start journaling, start writing down what you think is good for you, what you think is not good for you. That itself will give you an idea of what you should be doing in your life. And this is how you should make your weekends productive. In fact, your weekends should be planned in such a manner that you do more hard work than you do on your weekdays. That's how it should be. Because like how Jeff Bezos once said, when you do something that you like to do, it is never going to be a hard work. You're doing it out of joy. So that's how you should turn your life. That's enough gyan from my end. And now going to the next segment, I would like to call upon the evaluator for speaker number 1. So our evaluator works in Baker Hughes as a data science lead, driving AI innovations for industrial inspections from batteries to aircraft engines, making every checks faster, smarter and safer. I would like to now call upon Toastmaster Karthik Ravan Selvam.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah. I am happy to introduce our first speaker, so who will be delivering his icebreaker speech. So the objective of the speech is, so the new member introduce himself to the team and the club. But here is the surprise. So he is not very new to the team. So most of the people knows the Toastmaster Karthik. So who will be delivering his first speech. And anyway, it's a thrilling moment always you deliver the first. All the best.
Thank you, Karthik Ravan. I would like to now call upon the speaker 1, who is a project manager and a finance transformation professional with 20 years of experience. I'm so happy to know that you're giving your first speech now. I thought you have already given it a long time back. But anyways, it will be a great experience for us. His speech title is My Transformation from an Oak to a Bamboo. My Transformation from an Oak to a Bamboo, Toastmaster Karthik.
So I will start with the verse, slow and steady win the race. Whom am I competing with? Am I a competitor? Yes, I have a competitor within me who strives to be better every day. So good morning, Toastmaster and fellow guests. I am here to deliver my icebreaker speech after joining 6 months of Toastmaster. So I will start my story with the tale of the oak and the bamboo. Oak is firm, stands tall. It's resilience against the storm. On the other hand, a bamboo sways with the wind, bends with the season, and doesn't break. All of my career, I have aspired to be an oak who stay firm, who is thinking of to be stay in control, but life has other reasons. So it's a irony to the fact. So how many of you are second or third born here? Great. So I was raised as third born in Delhi after my sister and brother, who are almost 7 years older to me. So you will understand that as a younger one, you get toys, used clothes, and even books from your siblings. I started my career at Panipat with Larsen & Toubro Limited as an invoicing executive. My job was to create and collect collection invoices. Sounds easy, right? No. I was having to chase engineers at the dusty site who thinks documentation to be a mythical creature. I learned two things with that. Excel is not a Excel is a boon as well as a curse. And the second, T is your survivor. It's not an optional tool. From there, I moved to join Genpact after failing 5 times, attempting 5 interviews. So I did the transformation, which saved about $600,000 for the company, which was well enough to save or buy 6 luxury cars. And I happily gave back the money to the company. It's a corporate life. I went on to do multiple roles as transition manager, project manager, do standardization, ERP transformation. I moved from the different companies such as Accenture, Rolls-Royce, Otis. I joined Gelfora, which I founded about 10 months back as co-founder and executive director. Having to manage meetings, I was also managing my moods, meeting, and also a painstaking and mysterious task of pitching to the customer and selling, which I hated the most. One personal aspect about me is I can bat and bowl with both my hands. It all started with a humiliation when a cricket coach was boasting about his favorite coachee. What I did, I practiced day and night. It was difficult or impossible in the beginning, messy in the middle, but it was possible and doable at the end. So, as an eloquent, not as an eloquent speaker, I stand before you who aspire to be a bamboo, who is resilient and who is deep-rooted, to sway along with you and to inspire many oaks to bend a little. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karthik, for that beautiful speech. You are definitely a bamboo, because now we got to know, because someone who was given his icebreaker after 6 months of joining is a sign that he's extremely rooted. So he was observing how everyone is speaking and trying to bring that in his speech today as well. And a very interesting life journey. And but we will definitely connect after the meeting, because I am also into transformation journeys. So yeah. Now, moving on to the second speech for today, I would like to call upon the second evaluator, so he's another very interesting person of this club. He joined Toastmasters in February 2023. He served as an associate VP Education, VP Membership, and President. He's an aerospace engineer with 10 years in aviation. He recently won the area level ISC 2025. He's very passionate about leadership, communication, and continuous growth. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Akshay Srivastava.
Thank you, Kevin. Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? Good. It's good to be back after a long time. It was a break I was taking, not from Toastmasters, but I was busy somewhere else in other clubs because of the set of responsibilities I had. But yes, regarding my role today, I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Aman, and Toastmaster Aman will be attempting level 1 project 2 from Path Dynamic Leadership. The objective of this project is to present a speech on any topic, and the member will receive feedback and implement that feedback in the upcoming speech. So that is the objective, and all the best to you, Aman. Over to you, guys.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, and welcome back. You didn't mention that you recently bought a bike and you were roaming around with the bike, because I saw that on Instagram. Anyways, now moving on, I would like to now call upon the second speaker for today. He's a second-year student who studies BBA. His interests are traveling, listening to music, and technology. He's always interested to learn more and explore. Yes, I would like to now call upon Toastmaster Aman.
Bangalore city.
Bangalore? Oh yes.
Bangalore story of the city. The city was the story of the city. It's down there.
Down there. Ah, yeah. All right. Bangalore, the story of the city. Bangalore, the story of the city. Toastmaster Aman.
What comes to your mind when you hear about Bengaluru? Can anybody tell what comes to your mind?
Traffic.
Yes.
Weather.
Any more?
Potholes.
Beautiful weather.
A very good afternoon to fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I'm Aman, and today I would be delivering my speech on Bangalore, the story of the city I was born. Good afternoon to everyone.
Good afternoon.
Bangalore, the capital city of Karnataka, which is also known as the Silicon Valley of India and a IT hub. Today I will be sharing my journey of Bengaluru through my lens. It holds a special place to me because I have been born here. I have been in the city for many years, and it has been great living in the city for Bengaluru for many years. One of my favorite childhood memories in Bengaluru was visiting Kabban Park. Since my childhood, I've been there several times to Kabban Park. It started during my childhood school field trip to Kabban Park when I went to the aquarium and I witnessed it for the first time. After that, over the period of time, I was going to more places in Bengaluru. Always it was Kabban Park. Like I used to go there for school field trips. Used to go to the aquarium, the museums located, the art gallery, the libraries. Even the toy train ride, it is very famous for its flora and fauna and the lush greenery located in its surroundings. And the building, you can also see there are many buildings located in the surrounding of Kabban Park, such as UBCD, malls, even many more, Vidhan Saudha as well. That place, I also sometimes go in the weekends for strolling around the greenery. Even I like to go there during weekends most of the times. The last time I went was 2022. For seeing the places. And Bengaluru, I have also gone to many other places like the Tipu Sultan Palace, which tells us about the ruling of the city of Bengaluru during his time. I have gone to Lal Bagh Botanical Garden as well. There also I have seen the greenery and all. As it's called the Garden City of India, there are many beautiful places which offer greenery in the city of Bengaluru. I have also visited the places such as Church Street in Saturdays, MG Road for shopping, and Free Market, even Brigade Road as well, which you would always enjoy seeing during the weekends. The lightning. It's one more place which is famous. I visit always is many more fun areas are there in Bengaluru. It's also known for its thriving city in a startup environment. As you know, it has recently become the startup environment which is creating jobs and tech hubs. Many companies are there. So that's one more part I love about Bengaluru as well. Even the places whichever I have
scene was the Bangalore Palace also, which tells us about the ruling of Tipu Sultan. It tells us how he ruled the place during its time. The cultural events also in Bangalore, as you know, many people from all walks of the world have come to Bangalore, so I get to experience different cultures in Bangalore whenever I was there since my childhood, and I enjoy it. So it's like a cultural hub as well, where you can see different festivals of all states and meet people from all walks of the world. Bangalore, it is the Silicon Valley, as I told the reasons why it's a Silicon Valley, and yeah, many of you I know would not be liking it for its traffic, which is there. I also was one of the one who relates to it, because once when I was in my school days, I had to write an exam, but due to the traffic, I was late for 10 minutes because of the traffic. I know the traffic is major for everyone in Bangalore in the recent fast-growing years. I have also been a part of it, but still, over the traffic, despite the traffic in the city, it still holds a true place in my heart, and it is. I will continue to love the city of Bangalore because of its traffic. I know how many of you have related to it because of the congestion vehicles and all. And Bengaluru continues to offer a blend in innovation, technology, cultural and historical significance. Many people are excited to come to Bengaluru for working, for tourism and many other purposes. And in the future, I will be seeing, I'm excited to see how Bangalore grows, and I am excited to see more people come to Bengaluru and see how the city grows in its future. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aman, for that beautiful speech. So one thing is very clear from Aman's speech. What is that? What does Aman like to do? Travel a lot.
Visit places.
Visit places, yeah. Have you met a career counselor? Like, what I meant to say is, have you met a career counselor to decide what job will be? Sorry. What job will be good for you?
Not yet, but I remember asking university, but never one question. I'm looking for one to know what I will do.
Alright. So my personal suggestion for you is become a travel vlogger. Yeah. With this kind of knowledge of Bangalore, and he's just not visited Bangalore. I mean, we have spoken offline. He has been to a lot of countries. You've been to Vietnam, Dubai, a lot of places, right? Yeah. Alright. So he is definitely someone who has become a travel vlogger. That's my personal suggestion, and I hope you guys also have the same suggestion. So Whitefield Toastmasters helped you find your profession. Right? Thank you once again, Aman. So in the next segment, I wanted to, in fact, ask about what Aman as a Gen Z wanted to do. We already finalized on that. So I need to figure out something else. Now I would like to call upon the speaker number 3. Before that, I would like to call upon the evaluator for the third speech. All right, it's Mallikarjun. Okay. Mallikarjun, if we can just give an intro about what's driving you in your life, and also an intro about yourself, what do you do, and then tell the evaluation criteria. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my name is Mallikarjuna. Most of you might have seen me when I visit this club for installation ceremony. This is my second visit as area director. My passion is more about learning and teach others what I learned. That is what driving force within me. Today my target speaker is attempting level 1 project 4 of Afropath presentation mastery. As part of project 4, member has to deliver 2 speeches and 1 evaluation. Today she is attempting her first speech, so she can take evaluation from the evaluate and incorporate in her second speech. All the best, target speaker, and over to you, TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mallikarjun. Are you a DTM or Toastmaster? Not yet. Okay. Thank you. All right. I would like to now call upon the third and the final speaker for today. It's Toastmaster Srinidhi onto the stage. Yeah. Srinidhi, again, once, since you have not given me your introduction.
So you have not start my time till I introduce myself.
No. Yeah. So,
Just getting close.
yeah, just give us an introduction about yourself and also tell us what is driving you in your life and how are you working towards it. Yeah. And this one.
Pyar, panic and plunge. I was a chartered accountant once upon a time. The driving force in my life was my decision to change my profession and become a trainer. Whether I am driving my profession or the profession is driving me around Bangalore, probably I'm second to you because I visit every part of Bangalore, stuck in traffic most of the time. I'm not sure what is driving me, but one thing that really keeps me going every day is the love for what I do. And that gets me excited waking up every morning. And that's my driving force.
Right. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. So, the speech title for Toastmaster Srinidhi is Pyar, Panic and Plunge. Pyar, Panic and Plunge, Toastmaster Srinidhi.
Thank you. How many happily married people in Whitefield Toastmasters here? I said happily married. Awesome, yeah? I'm jealous of all of you. Very good morning to all the happily married Toastmasters and other guests and people yet to be married. Very good morning once again.
Good morning. Good morning.
You see, I was also happily married for about few days because my happy marriage almost got over on the first day of our honeymoon. My dear darling husband, Mr. Sagar, took me to the beautiful Andaman Island. We were sitting on the ocean floor. There's a beautiful, pristine blue beach, sunset, silence, solitude. At that moment, my husband asks me a question that took my breath away. He said, Nidhi, shall we do scuba diving tomorrow? I froze on the spot. I looked at my husband. I looked at the once upon a time pristine blue water. I didn't like either of them. Because here's something you need to know about me. I cannot swim. I can drown in a bucket of water. And the very fact of jumping into the ocean voluntarily in the name of fun, sorry, that doesn't work with me. I thought I will flee from there, I will faint, I'll fake some illness, but nothing happened. I just froze on the spot. And my husband took that to be a yes. And he's now enjoying the view. And I am researching on Google. Can you do scuba diving without knowing swimming? Google says, technically yes, but not recommended. Brilliant. I can imagine the headlines next day. Newlywed bride mysteriously disappears in the Bay of Bengal. And my heartbeat is going tuck, 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 tuck. After an entire night of sleeplessness, we reach the diving spot. My husband is smiling. I am spiraling. My heartbeat is louder than the waves. Tuck, 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 tuck. Blood pressure higher than the tides. My throat is dry. My whole body is shivering. And to add to my misery comes my scuba diving coach, a blue-eyed, handsome hunk. I look at my husband. I look at my coach. Too late for a few things in life, I thought. I'm questioning my life choices there. We wear the scuba diving gear. No more talking. Only eye contact and gestures. My dive coach says, And I'm like, yes, no, I don't want to dive. Here's something you need to know. In scuba diving, this does not mean no, I don't want to dive. This means let's go deeper into the water. So he took it as a yes. He took my hand and we're going into the water, further and further and further. And before I could do anything, whoosh, and I'm underwater. I closed my eyes, accepted my fate, and said, I am dead. After what felt like eternity, I slowly opened my eyes. And wow, what I experienced there took my breath away, but in a good way. There was stillness, there was silence, there was solitude. I could see beautiful golden and silver color fish swimming in the water in synchrony. I could see plants swaying almost to the tune of the water. I experienced the magic of life 6 feet underwater. And I thought, my heart is still beating, but now, tuck, 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 tuck. I was still alive. 20 minutes later, I came out of the water. I looked at my husband. I looked at the beautiful, pristine blue water. And I fell in love with both of them once again. I felt like Hrithik Roshan of Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, who had just conquered one of their biggest fears. Sitting on the shores that day, I realized I was still scared when I was diving, but I don't know why. I just took the courage to do it. My dear friends, each one of us here have that one fear which feels like the ocean. We are sitting on the shore with the scuba diving gear. Probably a nice, handsome guy next to us, if you're lucky. And yet, we hold ourselves back, too scared to dive, too scared to take that risk. It could be a new job, moving abroad, taking something which is very risky in life. Why? Even coming here and giving your speeches. We wait for the fear to disappear. But fear never goes away. But if we can hug fear, embrace it, and say, let me just dive any which ways. Trust me, when you come out, you feel more alive than ever before. As for me, I recently saw my dear darling husband researching skydiving packages for couples. I will panic, but for the pyar I have for him, I will take that plunge. Probably that's a speech and a story for another day, but until then, thank you so much. Back to you.
I would like to now give the title for the expression queen of Whitefield Toastmasters to Toastmasters Srini. It is really like watching a movie, right? At least that's what I feel, because we went deeper. We went scuba diving with you and we came out. a beautiful speech, and we are awaiting your skydiving speech soon. With this, my duty as a TMoD has not ended. What is the next segment? Any guesses? What is the next? Table topics, right? So I would like to now call upon Akshay once again to the stage, who will be leading us with the table topic speech for today.
Thank you.
Round of applause, also.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Okay, so I'll be presiding this second segment of today's meeting, the table topic segment. I'll be the table topic master. So the ground rules. Anyone who is not aware of the table topic segment, anyone who has not witnessed people giving table topic speeches, anyone in the house? Okay, no one. Quickly, I will repeat or tell the basic things about the table topic segment. I will be giving a random topic to the people or choosing the people out, and they'll be coming on here on the stage. They can take around 5 to 10 seconds to think on that topic, to choose a specific thought in their mind after I have give them that topic, and they have to speak on that topic for around 1 to 2 minutes. Timer has already allotted the time. So at 1 minute, green card will be shown, 1.5 minute yellow card, and 2 minutes red card, and 30 seconds of grace time. Copied? Yes. Okay. So who wants to become the flag bearer of the table topic segment? Okay. Yes, sir. Please. Gautam. Okay. You are the guest? No, I should remember. Apologies for that. I am coming after a break, so. Okay. Toastmaster Gautam, a place you would love to get lost in. A place you would love to get lost in. Toastmaster Gautam. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all? After such good, eloquent speeches, I got a table topic where you will not love to get lost. So I'll tell my journey recently. We went to the northeast. How many of you have been to the northeast of India? I'll recommend each of you should visit. So if you want to see the nature, real nature, which is like mankind has not touched, specifically go to Arunachal Pradesh. That's the place where you will find hills, beautiful places, of course a lot of military establishments also, because it's very close to the which border? China-Tibet border. Yes. And if you go in the season specifically, you can visit the extreme border places where you will find snow. You can see yaks also, which small kids like. So this is one of the best places on earth I have been to. I've been to many countries, but this is one of the places, nature in its real. So I'll recommend everyone, please take your time out whenever you are planning for the next vacation. Please try to visit the northeast of India, the Seven Sisters. With that, I would like to end my speech. Thank you. So, thank you, Toastmaster Gautam, for those insights. And definitely, I think this place is in everyone's bucket list. Same with me. And thank you for the insights. I'll plan that travel very soon. Thank you so much. So, who will be the next table topic speaker? Yes, Toastmaster Karthik, please. A round of applause for Toastmaster Karthik. Toastmaster Karthik, Toastmaster Kathiravan, which fictional character do you relate to most? Which fictional character do you relate to most? Toastmaster Kathiravan.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Okay, good afternoon. The fictional characters we all know it's not real, but still we feel like loving that character. Some of the characters you want to play, or you should have that power of that character, right? So that play a motivation to your life. So how there will be most of this fictional character, you see like he faces the challenges, finally the character wins, right? So that's what the life is, always with the challenges. So that's what as Kevin started with, life throw you something, you want to overcome that. So with that, any fictional characters like the movies you see, right? So they have that superpower. That superpower is the imagination of someone's. But over the time, that imagination is people try to achieve that. Example, lot of fictional character in the early days, like you travel, you fly and everything. Today, like Superman or whatever Batman, you can get that small gas turbine shoot. You can able to fly your own, right? So this way, what I see, what I feel is like any fictional character you say, I'm not specific to the particular character. I'm trying to see like correlate with the life as the inspiration we get from that fictional character. So example, my son who watches this Naruto and all this all funny things, but I see like he's learning the language, he's learning, seeing the situations. So something people are learning. So that's what everything we can take it like a learning from that fictional character, and we can reflect. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Katiravan. Yes, the message was, yes, I'll be coming to the next, the table topic speakers. People are like really eager. Yes, I'll be coming, guys. Okay, so I just wanted to say that your message was crystal clear that we have to look after the takeaway from any superhero story. So yeah, so thank you so much for that. Yes, I saw 3 hands raised. I'll pick someone from maybe Hiran. Toastmaster Hiran, describe a situation where you wished you had taken the driver's seat but didn't. Describe a situation where you wished you had taken the driver's seat but didn't. Toastmaster Hiran.
A situation where I imagine, where I wished I took the driver's seat, I would say a huge part of my life. It's like someone mentioned, most of the things that happen in our life is being thrown at us, right? And like if you are like a superhuman kind of guy, maybe you could control most of the things in life. But we are not octopuses. We just have 2 hands. We try our best to control everything, but most of the time it goes out of control. So I would say personally in my life, I faced a lot of situations where I don't have control of my life, where I don't sit in the driver's seat like you mentioned. But once you start small, like really small, take care of all the small things that happens in your life, patch it up, then build on top of it, and then taking bigger chunks, again building on it, and then you'll start having control. You'll be in the driver's seat. So thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hiran. The message was indeed very clear. You have to build on the atomic habits. And then, yes, you have to build on the atomic habits. Okay, so, yes, please, I'll come back to you. Okay, just a moment.
Nice on your face.
Toastmaster Sarayu, the weirdest food you have ever tried. Weirdest food you have ever tried, Toastmaster Sarayu.
Thank you, Akshay. Weirdest food that I've ever tried.
Okay. Nothing that is so weird that I've ever tried. I mean, I take the first bite and I'll be like, no, not my time, and push the plate. I'm very arrogant that way. I think the nicest thing that I've done is only for my mom. So no matter what she tries, she sees all kind of YouTube. She'll be like, I want to create something special for my kids. I want them to eat really nice food and all of that. She'll get the weirdest, she'll see the weirdest video. I'll give her the best, she'll see the weirdest. Some regional language she'll watch and she'll be like, okay, this one will follow. She'll create something like spiral, white color, and she'll be like, with milk you should pour and eat in the breakfast. With sugar. I mean, who eats breakfast, sugar, white color sort of thing? But that day I had it, I was like, Ma, very tasty, extremely good, but just don't do this again. But yeah, I don't think she's going to listen to me. She's going to create this again when any relative is going to come, and she's going to say, tada, you've not seen this dish, try this. I know that's my mom, but yeah, it's just my mother's dishes that no matter what she does on the planet Earth, I cannot criticize. I love you, Mom, wherever you are. I know you're in the house. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saryu, for sharing that story and bringing that pinch of humor. Not pinch, actually, there was a lot of humor in it. So thank you so much for that. Okay, yes. Yes, please. Your name? Ranjit. Click on this thing. Toastmaster Ranjit. If life is a car, what kind of driver are you? Cautious, adventurous, or somewhere in between? If life is a car, what kind of driver are you? Cautious, adventurous, or somewhere in between? Toastmaster Ranjit.
Okay. So, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. If life is a car, I'd say I am somewhere in between. Neither too cautious nor too adventurous. Because if you're too adventurous, you may crash. And I don't want to die. I like living. I really like living. But if you're too cautious, life would get too boring. You want some kind of thrill. So I would consider myself as somewhere in between. I'd like to mention a story from my life. One of the adventurous things I've done is joining this club, because ever since I was a kid, I have had extreme stage fear, where my palms would get sweaty, I'll be sweating and I'll just shut down if someone calls me on the stage. So I just wanted to push that boundary. I always wanted to do that. So this is one of the avenues through which I believe I could do the same. So hence I joined Toastmasters Club. There have been many adventurous instances. It could be me going to the mountains with my friends and doing some strange things where clearly there would be a board and sign written, please don't enter this area. But we would be entering this area and going through weird paths. We'll say, oh, we have to reach that place. This is the normal path. No, we are going to take this path. And we'll somehow take that path and reach the location with a few bruises and scratches, but it'll always be very fun. So I believe everyone should walk somewhere in the between, because you'll be safe, but along with that you could explore life in the fullest possible way. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ranjit. Yeah, so as he has mentioned, we all are adventurers because we are Toastmasters, right? I believe we are on the same page, because coming here is an adventure. At least in the beginning it is an adventure, but with time, I think Nidhi mentioned in her speech about fear. So with time, we are able to hide it better. That's it. Everyone feels that fear. We are not able, in the beginning, we are able to reveal it, and audience is able to make out that this person is restless and is in fear, stage fear and all. But with time, still I am feeling little bit of a fear here. But are you able to recognize anything of? Please do not say yes. Okay. So anyone else?
Yes.
Any guest in the house? Yes, please come. Can you clip on this thing? I'll give you an easy one, don't worry. Okay. Guest Muthukumar, invent a new holiday, what would it celebrate? Invent a new holiday, what would it celebrate?
What would it celebrate?
Like a holiday. Some holidays are there, right? So if you can invent one holiday, what would it be? Should I change the topic? Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Guest Muthukumar, a movie that made you cry. A movie that made you cry. Guest Muthukumar.
Very good afternoon, everyone. So, a movie that made me cry. I love watching movies, and with the OTTs being easily accessible, we watch a lot of movies on the weekends, and it's quite interesting. You get to watch a lot of movies made in India, made abroad. I used to be a movie buff when I was in college. I used to watch a lot of movies. One particular movie that I would share a couple of movies. I'd start with the first one. First one is Pursuit of Happiness. That's a movie I watched when I was in college. It gave me a different feeling. I could not attach to it much, but I still loved it as a movie. But when later I became a parent, when I watched the movie again with my wife, I had a completely different feeling. To be a good parent, how do you carry your family? It's a lot of responsibilities. When you watch that movie, it touches you at a different level as a parent. So that's one movie that made me cry. The second movie is a movie called Schindler's List. I think most of you have watched it.
Yes.
It's about how the massacre happened during the German Hitler period, and when Jews were massacred. So there was a particular scene where they take a lot of people into a room thinking there is going to be a shower. Then they release a poisonous gas and they all die. It really felt like how wars were fought and the worst period mankind could have ever imagined. And the final scene when the climax scene where Liam Neeson starts crying, saying, "This I could have saved much more people." That really had me in tears. Those are two movies that made me cry. I wish if you had not watched it, I think you should all watch that movie.
Thank you, guest Muthu. Okay, so yes, you're very well related to the topic and the movies which you brought through your topic. Definitely, I believe most of us has watched those movies, and we are completely aligning to the concept and the message that those movies showed. So, I believe because of the time crunch, we can have one more. Okay, cool. Any guest in the house who has not attempted the table topic? Yes, sir, you come. Not a problem. Yes, not to be. Just a moment. Okay. Would you like to attempt the same topic which we... Okay, I'll give you that topic. Toastmaster Vipul, invent a new holiday. What would it celebrate? Invent a new holiday. What would it celebrate? Toastmaster Vipul.
There are lots of holidays, man. Why I need to invent, right? Okay, but let's try to invent something, right?
Yes.
Okay, imagine that we all are here, right? Now, why to imagine we are here, right? So we'll go all of people who are here into some place, and I will tell you that you will be not knowing that what is this place, okay, at first of all.
and I will tell you that we are going for some holiday. You will be feeling like some of the normal holidays where we can go for either maybe we'll go for a beach, we'll go for a mountains for trekking and all, or we'll go for some kind of a fun in a water pool or so, right? But let's imagine now we all are going someplace and I'm inventing something which I feel like few of them will not like that also, right? But I tell that, okay, we'll go and now play cricket after coming here. And that place was, let's say, beautiful hill, mountain kind of things where lots of trees and all that. How you guys feel it? Probably yes, probably no, but there was no option, right? You have to play that game with me. So I feel like nothing out of the box I can create as a holiday, but if I would like to create something, I will take few people and now try to realize them that okay, how the cricket looks like. If you play it, you will find it out in yourself something new. So I think that's it. Toastmaster Akshay, back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vipul. Okay, so one tip before I leave this stage, before wrapping up this section. Okay, as a table topic speaker, there will be instances when you will encounter a topic you are not aware of. It will happen. Not that 90% of the time, I would say 25% of the time, it will happen. Okay, and it has happened in the past as well. So the thing is, you just have to, if you're not aware of the topic, you just have to tie the topic to the topic you know and speak about that topic, because you are finally on the stage, right? So there will be these kind of happenings which will be there in place. Okay, so that is one tip from my side, and table topic contest is coming up. So yeah, I think it will be helpful. So that's about my session as table topic master. Over to you, Toastmaster Kevin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, for that very interesting session. I always felt I should tell this to Akshay someday, so I would like to tell it right now. I feel Akshay is a very kind person. From his heart, he's extremely kind. He's very kind and composed. That's something I like about him. And table topic session, I hope all of you enjoyed it. Yeah. And I definitely, somehow I'm connected to Muthu's speech when he said about the movies, he felt like crying, right? Being your first speech in Toastmaster as a table topic, in a table topic session, the choice of movies that you had in your mind within that few seconds is extremely good. Pursuit of Happiness and Schindler's List, both are like very good movie. You can never watch that movie without crying, both these movies. So excellent choice. And with this, I would like to say, I would like to put one more question here. So, how many of you prefer a disciplined life, and who all would prefer a not disciplined life? Okay, I'll start with disciplined life. Who wants to raise hands? Okay. And not disciplined?
A balance of both.
Balance of both.
Gets to boring otherwise.
Yeah, but I'll come to that. So my choice is definitely the disciplined life. And I came into this transformation from, I would say, from the time of COVID, when I started practicing yoga. And again, I had an undisciplined life in between. So when I say undisciplined, what I'm saying is, how do you spend your weekends? Only one person can say this. Only one person. Like, I want a genuine answer, okay? Not like a made up one. Someone who can share a genuine answer. How do you spend your Saturday and Sunday? Anyone? Yeah, yes.
So, right now I'm in college.
Yeah.
Most of the time I spend doing my assignments, my portfolios, and deadlines, trying to finish it up just before the deadlines. So that's my weekends most of the time.
Excellent. Good that your school is keeping you occupied. Your college, right? Yeah. But unlike your life, when you come to the corporate life, right? Or if you're willing to come to the corporate life, there is a tendency for, like what I said earlier, there's a tendency for people to wait for Friday and to enjoy in Saturday and Sunday. When I say enjoy, they are literally wasting their time, like watching Netflix or just mindless scrolling on Instagram reels and doing the most unhealthy stuff that you can think of. And they'll go on Monday sad and thinking again one more week, I have to wait for next Friday. But the fact is they're not really happy what they do on Saturday, Sunday. The reason why I stress on disciplined life is because when you start becoming disciplined, you will take care of your body. You will start, if you want to imbibe exercise in your life, that is well and good, it's up to you. And if you want to sleep on time, that is also up to you. When I say time, there are people who work, who are more better working in the night than people who work in the morning. It's completely up to you. But the idea here is there should be a discipline in your life. Only when you have a discipline in your life can you achieve whatever you wanted to achieve in your life. You will have time for everything. Otherwise, you will only do one thing. And maybe that is not enough for you. So when you go to bed by the end of the day, you should have that feeling in your mind that, okay, I did something today. Okay, today was a very fruitful day. That should be how your mind should feel. And for that to happen, I feel a disciplined life, or probably you can start off with a balanced life, to be there in your life, because I have been through both the sides. I have been through the most undisciplined life and the discipline, and I choose discipline. With that being said, when is Modi inaugurating the yellow line? Today, right? So he's inaugurating a driverless metro today. I hope that metro travels properly. And with this, I would like to hand over the stage to our General Evaluator, Toastmaster, DTM, to Nibi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Kevin. We'll quickly move into the general evaluation segment. For the benefit of guests, this is a segment where we take an account of every aspect of the meeting, be it from preparation to evaluation of the speeches. So we start off with our first speech evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Kadiravan, for your evaluation, please.
Good afternoon. Hope I said correctly now, the timing. Congratulations, Karthik, for your first speech, the icebreaker speech. So really it was fantastic. The moment you took the stage, so you took it with the confidence. So that was really fantastic. Then you connected with the personal story, where you started and where you are now. So that was really inspiring. There is several moments your speech was more eloquent, and it's not felt like you are the first time speaker, first time delivering your talk. It was really good. Then you are gifted with a high pitched voice. Okay, so that was hope outside people also heard. Many times the first time speaker always will be with a very low voice, but we have not seen that with you. Then there is a lot of clarity. Your speech was well structured. The storytelling was amazing. So you started with your childhood, then some of the career transitions, and the new adventures with the new business you are trying to do. Everything was smooth and steady. Then your eye contact with the audience also good. So that is appreciated. And you have added humor also. So there were several laughs in your first speech. So that is also great. Then the few small areas to improve. So some of your pauses was little long. So it's not a well connected. Maybe there is a little bit of disconnect. So people are going away from your topic. So when you are giving long pause. So manage that. Then you several times you were a little bit serious. It's not you added a humor with a serious talk kind of thing. So you could have a more laughing and adding humor in that. Then you could have utilize the stage little bit well. So you were standing in the one place, but sometimes we give the reverse comment also. Somebody is moving, the evaluator gives the comments. You are too much walking like that also. So, but otherwise, it was a fantastic the icebreaker speech. So we love to see you more speeches you are delivering, and now it's really tough to get the slot. Maybe the executive committee to consider like a 1 month, 2 month slots are full. So otherwise, a great journey ahead, and congratulations once again.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kadiravan. Next, I invite our second evaluator, Toastmaster Akshay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Okay, Toastmaster Aman, I'll be evaluating you based on the Power 5 evaluation method. What is Power 5? I will be giving you 3 strengths or stating 3 strengths which I noticed in your speech, 1 recommendation and 1 challenge for your upcoming speeches. Okay, starting from the strength number 1, which I noticed, you had a very catchy opening. As soon as the stage was handed over to you, you started with the question, and question was very valid enough and relatable to the entire audience because everyone is living in Bangalore and they were engaging with you. So it is a huge motivator for any speaker if the audience is engaging back. So kudos to you on that. Second thing which I noticed, although there is a gray area here, but you had clarity in your speech instead of the pace. The pace was too much, but still the clarity was there. That's what I observed. You were speaking very fast. I am speaking this again because throughout your speech you were speaking very fast, but still the clarity was there. So it is good that clarity is there. Usually when we increase the pace, the clarity somewhere takes the back seat. Okay, this was the second thing. Third thing which I noticed was you forgot your speech 2-3 times or maybe more, but still you came back stronger. So you have to keep working on that particular thing. You have to prepare your speech a little more so that these things do not happen. But still I want to mention this strength because it happens with most of the people. If they forget their speech, they are unable to continue. But you continued your speech, and that happened 3 or 4 times. Now regarding the recommendation part, I felt you had so many stories or instances in your speech. You visited this place, that place, so many things. I would suggest you to pick one single story, okay, and narrate about that. Anything that happened with you, you felt about that thing on that particular day, state about that thing. People will relate to that more and they will travel along with you. If you will state n number of stories, they will get lost. And for you as a speaker, if you have to be there with the audience, you have to state one single thing and let them travel along with you. So try to have one single story. This is a specific recommendation which you have to take care of in your upcoming speeches. Don't try to pull in all the stories in one single speech. Maybe if there are 2 or 3 more impactful stories in your life, keep that for another speech. Okay. So that was the recommendation and challenge. In your entire speech, you were just on this particular place. You can actually use the stage, although it is a very cliche point, but again it is really important how you can prepare for that. If you have 4 stanzas in your speech or 5 stanzas in your speech, just allocate certain stanzas to the left side of the audience and the remaining ones to the right side of the audience. This is how you can prepare. And one last pointer from my side before I wrap up your evaluation. Just put a poster of audience in front of the mirror, just stick it up there. So you will have that subconscious thing in your mind that audience is watching back at you. This will help you prepare subconsciously. That's about my evaluation. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay. And I now invite the third evaluator, Toastmaster Mallikarjun, for the evaluation.
What an eloquent speech. You have shared your honeymoon love story. When I heard about title Pyar, Panic, Plunge, I thought before marriage love story, but it is after marriage or immediately. Once she married, she went to honeymoon and she shared a beautiful experience of scuba diving. I'll start with my commendations. Number one, you had a catchy opening, which is more relatable question. How many are happily married people? And you reiterated that question because people might be thinking their happy marriage life. So you have reiterated. It went well. And the second commendation is you had facial expressions were beautiful. Throughout your story, you have incorporated facial expressions. We have seen your real, how you have gone through the situation and we have experienced it live. And the third commendation is hand gestures. Your hand gestures are aligned with your words and everywhere, even heartbeat, tuck, all the movements were really good. Now let's move on to recommendation. Even though it is a great speech, I want you to take to the next level. With first recommendation will be stage usage. I felt little bit you had random walk here and there. Instead of that, you would have moved with purpose. I know definitely you have to move to the scuba diving, right, in a boat. So you would have, in a boat you would have traveled here and you would have established that the scuba experience in this corner. So you would have utilized more stage uses and then you would have come back and how you felt the experience. You would have shared with your husband again, right, the beautiful experience, whatever you have shown, that fishes, colorful fishes, all those things. And the second recommendation is voice modulation. You did your bit, voice modulation, but you had a scope. There are 3 characters in your story: your husband Sagar and coach. Definitely, you said you don't know swimming. Definitely, there will be a fighting between you and your husband. You would have brought that conversation. It will be a very funny, so that people might have enjoyed that. That is my last recommendation. And overall, it was a fantastic speech with your facial expressions and catchy opening and the expressions. And if you have incorporated that stage usage and voice modulation and also pace, then you would have taken this speech to the next level. Thank you and all the best for your speech.
Thank you. For all of the guests over here, you would have noticed that all the evaluators spoke about certain good qualities of areas of the speakers excelled at, then the areas of recommendation or areas of improvement, and one challenge to the speaker. So this is a standard method that we call in Toastmasters called the sandwich method for evaluation. However, every evaluator you saw that they used a different style of delivering the evaluation. So while you have a foundation, you can modify that to enrich. So what do our eloquent speakers and evaluators deserve today? For all of the individuals who will take up evaluating an icebreaker speech in the future. Now I know as Toastmasters, we talk about voice modulation, we talk about eye contact, we talk about movement, body language. But note that the objective of the icebreaker is only and only to come here and deliver the speech. Not body language, not using the stage. So when you're evaluating someone who's delivering their very first speech here as an icebreaker, please keep this in mind. I know a lot of you will take up evaluations in the future for icebreakers, but this is something that I encourage you to keep in mind. Alright, with that we move on to the tag team report, that is the timer, our counter and grammarian. I request all of you to share. For timer, for example, only if there are any disqualifications based on time, if anyone exceeded or spoke for less time, the rest of it is okay. So maybe a minute or so to present your report. So timer, Toastmaster Abhishek, please come and share your report. Within. Exactly.
I'm back with the report. So time is an important aspect of an eloquent speaker. So all of the speakers have qualified, but it was narrow for some of the speakers. Toastmaster Gautam 1 minute 29 seconds. Toastmaster Kathiraman for table topics 1 minute 59 seconds. Toastmasters Hiran 1 minute 7 seconds. Toastmaster Sarayu 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Ranjit 2 minutes 1 second. Guest Buntu Kumar 2 minutes 12 seconds. And Toastmasters Vipul 1 minute 27 seconds. For the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Karthik 5 minutes 22 seconds. Toastmaster Aman 5 minutes 26 seconds. And Toastmaster Srinidhi 7 minutes 30 seconds. So very narrow. And for the evaluators, Toastmaster Kathiraman 2 minutes 41 seconds. Toastmaster Akshay 3 minutes 14 seconds. And Toastmaster Malikarjun 2 minutes 56 seconds. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Next, I invite our counter, Toastmaster Praveena, to share your report.
Her eloquent speech moved the audience. This is what I want to hear in future, even when I'm giving a counter report. Today we hit 30 so's, 10 likes, and quite a few buts and rights. The good news is lots of us paused, took a moment instead of filling the space. That is a great way to keep your audience truly listening. Srinidhi and Nibi had the most smoothest ride with no bumps at all. Over to.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena. And now I invite a grammarian, Toastmaster Pranoy, to share your report.
Good afternoon. People who used the word of the day, eloquent, is our Toastmaster Kartik, Gautam, Katiravan, Malikarjun, Nibi, Abhishek and Praveena. Congrats to them. Coming to improvements, I think it was really good, like for Toastmaster Kartik and Srinidhi. Like I'm just nitpicking here, like few things can be improved, like having to, you use having to chase instead of I had to chase, something like that. For Toastmaster Raman also it was really good, but few things like sentence endings can be improved, like he used I love Bangalore because of this thing, but you can use like I love Bangalore because of this, something like that. Right. Coming to interesting things, Toastmaster Kartik used interesting quote like bamboo sways with the wind and does not bend, which is good. Also, he really used made good use of the word resilient, which is again good. Toastmaster Srinidhi also had really interesting phrases in her speech. Example like pristine blue waters and I am spiraling. All those things good. Toastmaster Amin also I felt like he used a wide range of vocabulary, which is good, like different words. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Pranoy. I now move on to the general evaluation for the meeting in general. So first and foremost, we have always taken great pride in starting the meeting at not 11 o'clock but 10:58. And I think we are doing slightly better this week. We started at 11:04. We were awaiting a few more role takers to come in. So anyone who takes up any of the roles, speeches, make sure that you're here by 10:45 so that you are settled in by the time we start the meeting. As a speaker, it's never nice to just walk into the meeting and immediately find a spot, sit down, you're huffing and puffing. It's never easy. So give yourself some time, get here earlier. You can network a little bit, chit chat and settle in and then get started with the meeting. So I request all of you, not just people who take roles or speakers, to come here ahead of time so that we can network, chit chat a little bit and then get started with the meeting. Our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vibha today, she actually took on the role of Sergeant at Arms at 10:55 or 10:57 exactly. So a big round of applause to. And as soon as I asked her, will you take this up? She, without any hesitation, said, yes, I'll take it up, but I do not have the, what I need to speak. So coordinating that, making sure that she was here, she got started with the meeting and also informed all of us about the general etiquettes of the meeting. Kudos to you, Toastmaster Weber, and thank you so much for donning the role of our Sergeant at Arms today. Next, presiding officer, that will be yours truly. So I will quickly avoid that evaluation of the presiding officer. Coming to our Toastmaster of the day today, Toastmaster Kevin. Yes. Toastmaster Kevin, I love how you made sure that everybody in the meeting was so engaged and cohesive. There were so many bursts of laughter, and all of the questions that you asked us really got us thinking about what we do in our spare time, what we do during the weekends and weekdays. And honestly, when I read the name of the theme of the meeting today, the driver's seat, I thought it is probably going to be about, somebody taking the lead or, driving. But the fact that you brought that in so nicely, the content that you brought in so nicely with the theme of the meeting and ensuring that everybody is engaged here. You made sure that all of the segments of the meeting was clearly explained to even the guests who are newbies here, who do not know much about Toastmasters. So I would give you a big round of applause for donning the role of Toastmaster today. Now, coming to my tag team. I think as the timer, Toastmaster Abhishek, I found it very innovative the way you brought in about your role as a timer. How would you be doing it and what would you be doing? Our counter, Toastmaster Praveena, gave such a crisp and a concise report on who had exceeded and who hadn't. I think you can consider becoming a mentor for the R counter role in the future at the club. Our grammarian Toastmaster Pranoy, what a lovely grammarian report. Without going into too much detail, such a balanced report of what are the things that people spoke really well and what are the areas of improvement. What does the tag team deserve for such a wonderful job done? All right, before I go ahead, Toastmaster Karthik, can you please check the link, the voting link? I think it should be updated. Just check that and share it on the group. If not, just connect with DTM Mazahir. There is for some people, otherwise just at the door. Alright, so the voting link will be shared shortly on the members group as well as the guest group. So as soon as it's shared and it's ready, I will announce that. Please make sure that you go and vote for the best role takers, best speakers, best evaluator for the day. Alright, now coming to our table topic master, Toastmaster Akshay. First of all, I'm so happy to see you back at the club after such a long time. And one of the hallmarks that I always appreciate about Akshay is no matter what role he takes up, he does such a wonderful job at that. Today, his role as a table topic master, he not just gave topics that everybody found it fairly easy to speak about. And most people have spoken for longer than a minute, which is actually the objective of table topic segment. The topics were relatable to everybody. Everybody was able to think about their own. And I think I had FOMO sitting here because I also wanted to speak about each and every topic that you shared over here. So thank you and kudos for a job very well done as a table topic master. Alright, we are at 12:57. Looks like we might exceed by another 5 minutes. Do I have permission from the floor to exceed? Thank you. Okay, the voting link has not come in yet. Alright. Now my overall observations of the meeting was, I love that we're only about 22 or 23 in the room here today, but the energy is that of a room filled with 50 or 60 people. So give it up for all of you guys over here. So as soon as I walked in, we were only 3-4 people over here, and I saw that the room was already set up. So it made it easier for when Kevin came in with the bag of trophies and the books, it was easier to place things. I think almost all the role takers were here ahead of time. So that shows great planning in the meeting, and also responsibility as a role taker and speaker to make sure that by my showing up on time, it eases out a lot of things for my peer. So I think that is a wonderful quality in a club such as ours. Other than that, I do not have any findings or any remark as a general evaluator for the day. So with that, I close my general evaluation of the meeting and I move on as a presiding officer for the meeting. Alright, before we move on to the voting links, I would like to hear from our guests who attended the meeting today about what did you think of the meeting? Do you have any feedback for us? Any suggestions? You can just stand up where you are and share with the group.
And the class is very good in terms of, there is no echo sound. Okay, first of all, the line is good and everyone can understand easily what you are saying. And one more important thing is that everyone can speak, but you don't know that where we are in terms of speaking. And here I noticed that evaluation process is going very good. If you take that feedback, you can improve it on.
Thank you. Yes.
So yeah, I feel this is really amazing, and the audience here is very supportive. So also I'm like planning to join this club very soon, and this is my second meeting actually.
Thank you. All right. Any other guests who would like to? Yes.
I found the meeting very interesting, and the great speeches, the topics were also very interesting.
Thank you. And can I invite our area director, Toastmaster Mallikarjun, to say a few words?
Such a pleasure to visit Whitefield Toastmasters Club, filled with energy, enthusiasm, and lot of expressions fill the room. When I visit other clubs and visit Whitefield Club, definitely I see a lot of vibes in Whitefield Club. From the starting, welcoming the guests to the every role taker performed today, really did a fantastic job. Clap yourself. It shows teamwork and dedication the Whitefield Club officers have. One request from my side is keep up this spirit going, continue challenging yourself and bring more new members to experience the same what you have experienced here. And also I see a lot of experienced Toastmasters here. Definitely there are 2 area directors from this club and couple of coaches, couple of CIC volunteers and mentors. So definitely you are supporting, but still I request in my area other clubs also there. So please give a support to them by at least taking general evaluator role so that they will improve their quality, so that we all can grow together. Definitely Whitefield Club sets an ideal or a great example in my area, and I want all my clubs in my area set a great example for other areas as well. Thank you for inviting me here. It's a great opportunity and I really like visiting the Whitefield Club. Thank you.
So some of you would have noticed that always when a speaker comes here, I've been shaking hands. I have forced my way into shaking my hand with people as well. That is because as a Toastmaster, as a speaker, we never leave the stage unattended. It is a disrespect to the stage. So we also shake hands to welcome the next person. The next person has taken the stage, and then you excuse yourself and you move on. So as a speaker, whichever stage you are at, whether it's at Toastmasters, whether it is a stage professionally, this is one small thing I think we can all keep in mind. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mallikarjun, for sharing those lovely words. I'm sure that has encouraged a lot of our members into continuing doing what they do. This is essentially what we do from meeting to meeting. The goal is not just to be able to hold a meeting, but to be able to hold a meeting at the highest standards possible. Thank you all. Thank you to all the executive committee members who make it happen. Now, the voting link should be shared, should be there on the Whitefield members as well as guest group. Just give me a second. It's not here yet? Not here? There's a network issue. Okay, all right. We will share the voting link anyway, as in when you all have time in the next 2 hours or so, preferably. Please cast your vote so that we can announce the winners in our WhatsApp group today itself. All right, with that, I have a few announcements for the club. Is there anyone who hasn't signed the attendance sheet? There is this blue book that made its way around the room. Is there anyone who hasn't signed it? Yeah. So those who haven't, please find this book, sign in your name, contact number. If you're a guest, please mention that you're a guest. The executive committee, okay, the voting link has appeared on the group, so take a look at it now. The club humorous speech as well as table topics contest will be held on the 28th of September. That is the last weekend of September. There is no qualification required to participate for both the contests. So anyone and everyone who want to participate, even if you haven't delivered your icebreaker, you're more than welcome to participate. Please share your names with me, or you can put up your names directly on the Excel sheet that's there for the roles and speech slots. So if you go to 28th September, there are no speech slots, but you can enter your name for table topics or humorous speech contest. Everybody can participate in both the contests as well. Okay. Next, we have the mid-year conference at Toastmasters District 92 called Jamboree that's happening at the end of November. We'll be sharing details and the registration link for Jamboree on the group. Even if you are not a Toastmaster, I highly encourage you to join, register, because there are a lot of keynote sessions that happen, and also the finals at the district level of the humorous and table topics contest that will happen at the mid-year conference. So more of the details will be shared on the members group. Roles and speech slots. I know that our speech slots are filled. Like next week we have 3 speakers already. The week after that the speech slots are full. Do not be discouraged. Do not prepare your speeches. What happens is every week we have at least 1 or 2 dropouts, and so I reach out to the backup speakers, whoever's listed their names. So today, for example, we have Karthik who came up as a backup speaker, right? So I would encourage you to prepare for your speeches and keep it ready. I will find you a slot, if not at our club, at another club. So make sure that you're prepared and you're ready. Do not look at the sheet and say, oh, there is no point in preparing anyway. Because I will reach out to each of you saying that it might be on a Thursday evening. If you're lucky, it might be on a Friday evening. Prepare your speeches, get it reviewed and approved by your mentors so that you're ready to go as soon as a speech slot is ready. Okay? All right. Have you all voted so far on the voting link? There's no network this side. Okay, fine. Then we'll get it offline. I will share the results of the voting link on our members group. I think maybe this side of the room has network and this side of the room doesn't. Okay, all right. So with that, I will close meeting number 133 of Whitefield Toastmasters Club. And as usual, as soon as the meeting wraps up, I invite everybody to come up here so we can have a group photo. The second group photo will be all the guests and Toastmaster Karthik. And there will be refreshments.